Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to rank MBTI personalities based on their tenacity to stir the pot. Make sure to watch each one to find out which personalities stir the pot the most. Some personality types stir the pot often, and some just don't like doing that. Each individual feels different about stirring the pot, however, based on general tendencies, we've ranked each one of 16 personality types in one of these categories. Here's the MBTI personalities ranking based on their tenacity to stir the pot. Number 1. ISTJ. In fact, ISTJs are less likely to stir the pot than they are to completely avoid it. They typically don't love drama of any kind because it might make them feel juvenile. They'd rather concentrate on the things that are worthwhile and satisfying to them, which exudes needless showmanship. ISTJs prioritize efficiency and dislike wasting their time on pointless activities. They rarely enjoy stirring the pot, and only under very special circumstances would it even make sense for them. Number 2. ISFJ. Simply because they believe in fostering harmony, ISFJs aren't typically known for stirring the pot. They make a concentrated effort to maintain harmony in their surroundings and avoid taking any actions that cause trouble. Maintaining this harmony is important to the ISFJ, thus they avoid stirring the pot if doing so will disrupt it. Even if they like to avoid controversy, there are occasions when they may be intrigued by particular drama that occurs outside of their own lives. Number 3. ESTJ. The majority of the time, ESTJs don't enjoy drama, thus they don't tend to be people that stir the pot. ESTJs would prefer to concentrate on things they value and find significant in their lives. For them, it's best to make an effort to improve their lives and create the future they desire. The ESTJ prefers to concentrate on taking care of their loved ones rather than becoming involved in conflict when it would be preferable to leave things alone. For them, stirring up controversy where it doesn't belong is simply draining and immature. If you're enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. ESFJs are not typically interested in stirring the pot, especially if doing so could negatively impact their loved ones. They stay away from some types of drama because they prefer to foster an atmosphere of peace and comfort in their surroundings. The ESFJ often prefers to not mix things up or stir the pot, especially if doing so could injure someone or lead to unneeded drama. Number 5. INFJ. INFJs typically dislike stirring the pot, especially when doing so could be dangerous for individuals. Most of the time, INFJs dislike excessive drama since it drains their emotions. However, they do have a tendency to behave differently depending on who they are close to. Due to their complexity and several personality layers, INFJs occasionally deviate from expected or predicted behavior. The INFJ may partake in this activity and may occasionally find it humorous when they're around someone they love who might like stirring the pot a little. Number 6. INFP. Since they don't particularly enjoy becoming involved in these circumstances, INFPs tend to stay away from drama and stirring up trouble. The INFP sometimes finds dealing with the fallout to be just too draining, especially given how much alone time they require. There are times when the INFP could love pushing buttons to watch how people react, even if they generally don't want to stir the pot. They are quickly bored, but in the appropriate circumstances, they might relish a little stirring of the pot to watch how things turn out. Number 7. ENFJ. As long as they're not seriously injuring others, ENFJs do occasionally enjoy stirring the pot. It can be enjoyable to stir the pot a little bit if their activities won't cause any harm. The ENFJ only enjoys creating drama in circumstances where it will end soon and not cause any major issues with other people. If they're among people who have a tendency to stir the pot a lot, they can occasionally fall victim to a clique mentality. Although ENFJs dislike hurting others, they occasionally enjoy some lighthearted drama. Number 8. ENFP. There are instances when ENFPs stir the pot just to see what happens. Since they get bored rapidly, they want to really spice things up. The ENFP does have a propensity to stir the pot and really push people's boundaries when they're feeling stagnant or genuinely bored. It might be genuinely fun for them when they act in certain situations just to get a reaction out of someone. ENFPs merely want to shake things up and add a little extra spice to a scenario. They don't truly mean to hurt anyone. Number 9. ISTP. The ISTP personality type will occasionally stir the pot if they think it will be interesting or exciting in some way. If a certain type of drama won't really shake things up, they won't mind it. For the ISTP, meaningless and juvenile drama can be draining, particularly if individuals are merely raving about things they regard to be somewhat stupid. Number 10. ISFP. ISFPs do enjoy stirring the pot once in a while, especially if they can do it without getting caught up in it. Simply put, they dislike boredom and prefer to look for interesting and fascinating things to do. They don't want to do anything that will cause anyone real harm, but a little drama is great. ISFPs have no problem stirring the pot, especially if they're curious about how things will turn out in that circumstance. Number 11. ESTP. The ESTP might find it intriguing to change things up and stir the pot, largely for entertainment value. The ESTP could like stirring the pot and coming up with methods to alter the situation and make it more fun for them when they feel like their lives need a bit more excitement. Number 12. ESFP. Sometimes ESFPs stir the pot, essentially when they're acting more playfully. Typically, they don't intentionally hurt people, instead they just want a little pleasure in their lives. Because ESFPs despise monotony and stagnation, they occasionally look for a little drama. Number 13. INTJ. Due to the fact that they may find this to be quite futile, INTJs don't frequently stir the pot. Too much drama is frequently used as a diversion from the things that are truly essential in people's life. The INTJ will typically find this to be completely annoying and dumb. They don't often like to stir the pot, but under specific circumstances, they might change their thoughts. The INTJ won't hesitate to create a little drama in their way if they feel the need to correct someone, get a little payback, or teach them a lesson. Number 14. INTP. Because of their distinctive perspective on the world, INTPs occasionally prefer shaking things up. They aren't too hesitant to provide a little drama when they think a scenario is absolutely boring and needs it. INTPs take pleasure in learning, observing, and occasionally probing things to see what happens. Since they're inherently curious about how things can turn out, they frequently stir the pot in a more methodical way. They may get wary of drama in their own personal lives, but they don't mind it from a distance. Number 15. ENTJ. Since this can seem a little silly to them, ENTJs often don't bother stirring the pot. They prefer to concentrate on more practical and significant aspects of their lives and wish to keep their motivation for securing the future. They aren't typically interested in letting things get in their way or distract them from what really matters. The ENTJ occasionally has the want to stir the pot in order to see how things turn out. In some cases, people do this because they believe someone would benefit from having a bit extra drama in their lives, so they just give it to them. Number 6. ENTP. ENTPs aren't afraid to stir things up a little bit, especially if they're genuinely interested in how things will turn out. In order to find some underlying facts, they want to stir up some controversy and press certain buttons. ENTPs occasionally desire to stir up trouble just to watch how people react and what happens. They find it more satisfying to wait and see how events play out than to make assumptions. They often have hypotheses and several possible outcomes, which frequently increases their curiosity. These videos will be really helpful for you.